Hiya. Right, so in 1960, Marshall McLuhan put forward the idea of the world being a global village. What he means by this is due to advancements in technologies and the process of globalization, the world is getting smaller and everyone's getting better connected. Um, Using the case study of MMA, I'm going to explore how we've gone from an old media to a new media and what that means. And I'm also going to talk about how we've gone from a national identity to a global identity. So MMA is a blood sport that uses different fighting styles to beat your opponent. It's been around for hundreds of years, and today it's the largest prepaid view event in the world, and is broadcasted to over 145 countries. So now I want to talk about from the old media to the new media. Now, Bryant and Holt put forward the idea of the three stages of media development. Now, the first stage is the agricultural stage. Now, this happened in the 18th century, well, the late 18th century to the early 19th century. And this was when the penny press was available. And this made sport accessible, this made sport valuable, and this made sport readable for the masses. And basically, this enhanced this national identity that people had. So the second stage is called the industrial age, and this was a massive part for the media stage because we had massive advancements in TV, radio, telephone, and this all meant that the modernization of these new technologies was increasing the consumption of sport. It also had a massive impact on the national to global level, as in the Industrial Revolution, the invention of the steam engine came about, and this propelled countries into one another, and immigrants from Europe, Asia, and Africa moved into global cities, and sport was then used as a method of social cohesion, and it overcame a lot of social and ethnic barriers. So the third stage is the digital age, and this is to the present day. And basically, this stage began in the 1990s, and Real 1998 puts it into a great perspective. He says that sport has gone from an amateur participation sport to a spectator-centered technological business. So what he's saying by that is that the internet has increased the speed of which we access this information, the interactivity of how we access this information on all the many different platforms that are available, and the accessibility, which is 24 hours a day, all the time. So the internet was probably one of the biggest advancements in the digital age, and this has allowed MMA, this specialized sport, to thrive as this huge target audience has been unveiled. McQuail has stated that it's gone from a one-way to a two-way media, which means that the consumers that consume MMA have now a voice through platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and other means of social media. It's allowed people to access more information about the sport and become these super fans. It's allowed the internet to connect everyone worldwide, put it on a global platform. And these technological changes mean that users now have a lot more control, and that's what Shaw et al. 2000 says.